All right, what is going on, Lions fans, and all the rest of you football fans out there? We thought that we would do something a little fun this season. Something my son and I had talked about a while ago that we thought about doing, and that is doing our very own power rankings. Now, for those of you who may not know, we are diehard Lions fans. The Detroit Lions is our team through and through. We bleed that Honolulu blue and silver, but we are also fans of football, and we thought it would be fun to start actually doing our own power rankings because when we're not watching Lions games, we're actually watching the red zone, which allows us to kind of check out the other 31 teams and see how they're doing. So let's get right into it. Without further ado, here we go. And we're ranking them 1 through 32, one being the best, meaning that they can beat every team, the other 31 teams, and team number 32, meaning that they will lose to the other 31 teams. Now, of course, we know this is the NFL. We know that nobody's going 0-16. So, it's nothing to take that serious because the team that's in last place, they're not gonna go winless. But as of right now, they just happen to be winless. And we're just giving some thoughts on how we think that this would pan out. All right, let's get started. At number 32, we have the Tennessee Titans. Will Levis is struggling right now, and until he starts to play better, I think that they don't have much of a chance to win. At number 31, we are going with the Miami Dolphins. With Tua hurt, their backup quarterback looked bad, and I think the chances of them winning games anytime soon is minimum. At number 30, we are going with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Don't know what happened to them, but they are not looking like the team that everyone thought that they would be. At number 29, a team that, to be honest with you, I thought would be last, we are going with the New England Patriots. They looked good the first few games. They got a win. They played tough, but then they ran up against the Jets and they just got completely embarrassed, looking like the team that we thought they would end up looking like. At number 28, we are going with the Las Vegas Raiders. You can't lose to the Carolina Panthers. I don't care if they get a new quarterback in and they look bad doing it and think you're going to be much higher than that. At number 27, we are going to go with a Detroit Lions nemesis, the Chicago Bears. This is a team that a lot of people, including myself, thought would win 8 or 9 games. It is not starting to look that way. Caleb Williams is looking exactly like we thought, like a rookie. Not that we didn't think he would, but he is not playing as well as we thought that he might. At number 26, a team that has moved up, the Carolina Panthers. This is the team that I had right down there with the Patriots, but they looked very good with Andy Dalton coming in at quarterback. At 25, we're going to go with a team that just got their first win, the Denver Broncos. Bo Nix looked very comfortable in his third game. At 24, we are going to go with the Indianapolis Colts, a team that is not looking that well. Anthony Richardson is looking very inaccurate, and until he gets sharp, I don't see them winning many games. At 23, we're going to go with a team that actually has a good defense and a very good rookie receiver, the New York Giants. Daniel Jones is just throwing the ball to neighbors, and I think that's all he has, and that's probably all he should do. I mean, that kid has to literally carry the whole offense. But the good thing is that they have a good defense that they can lean on. At 22, a team that I did not expect to be this low, the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm actually disappointed in this team myself, and I'm not a Bengals fan. I don't know what it is. You can talk about how they have a slow September, but they need to figure out what is going on with this team. And at 21, the LA Rams. Listen, I mean, as hurt as this team is missing all kind of players. This might be the most injured team in the league, yet and still they have found ways to win. I have to put them at 21. Shout out to Matthew Stafford holding that team down. Now we get to the top 20. At number 20, we're going to go with the Cleveland Browns. This team is struggling, not defensively, but offensively, has a lot to do with Deshaun Watson. It's getting so bad that, excuse me, I actually read that Jameis Winston is having run plays designed for him. At number 19, we are going to go with the Arizona Cardinals. Yes, they did look good the first 2 weeks, but my Detroit Lions brought them down back to earth in week 3. Number 18, The Atlanta Falcons. They played tough against the Chiefs. It was a game that they could have won, but they did not win. But it's a team that could still win that NFC South, and they are starting to come into shape. At 17, I'm going to go with the LA Chargers. Yes, that was a hard loss that they had in Pittsburgh, but this is another team that is also being beat down by injuries. I think that Jim Harbaugh will continue to run the ball, and that team will continue to improve as the season goes along. At number 16, a surprise team, the Washington Commanders. I thought that this team would be down farther in the 20s, but they were very impressive with that win, and Jaden Daniels is starting to come along just fine. At number 15, Dallas Cowboys. They got beat up by the Saints, and they seem like they may be clicking, but the lack of a running back is probably going to hurt them for the whole season. At number 14, I'm going with a team that I did not expect to be this low. They were in the Super Bowl last year, but things are not panning out for them. The San Francisco 49ers. This is another team that is also being beat down by injuries. Number 13, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, this team got what I would like to call a lucky win against my Lions. No, by lucky, I don't mean that they didn't earn the win, but I'm saying that the Lions didn't seem to be playing like themselves. And I think that they came through the skin of their teeth with a win. But guess what, Bucks fan, a win is a win, and we're not going to take that away from you. But they looked bad against the Broncos on Sunday. At number 12, we're going with another in NFC North Lions foe, the Green Bay Packers. I got to give it to them. With the absence of Jordan Love, they have played well. I thought with Malik Willis, there was no way they would win both of these games. I didn't think they would win one game. They've proved me wrong. They won both of the games. And at number 11, a team that my Lions will see this Monday night, the Seattle Seahawks. I don't really know what to make of them yet because they haven't really played a real hard team, but I guess we'll find out Monday. Now let's get to our top 10. At number 10, I have the New York Jets. They are starting to come together. And Aaron Rodgers, listen, he's not the Aaron Rodgers that used to kill my Lions over all these years, but he still looks like a pretty good Aaron Rodgers. At number 9, the team that got their first win of the season, the Baltimore Ravens. They bounce back, and we'll see if they can build off of that. Number 8, another surprise team, at least to me, the New Orleans Saints. They looked very good at dismantling the Cowboys, and to be honest, they did. They looked good Sunday against the Eagles. I mean, they just came up short. But I thought that the Saints actually still looked pretty good. At number 7, a team that did surprise me with their loss on Sunday, the Houston Texans. They got dismantled Sunday. I mean, the game wasn't even that close. I was watching it on Red Zone. They absolutely got beat down, but it doesn't mean that they're a bad team. I still had them at number 7. At number 6, I have actually the team that beat the Saints, the Eagles. Now, the Eagles look like they may have lost both of their starting wide receivers, but somehow they leaned on Saquon Barkley and Dallas Goedert, their tight end, and they pulled through a win, which brings us to the top 5. At number 5, I have my Detroit Lions. I thought about knocking them down a little bit more, but in my opinion, I still think that they can beat the Eagles. I still think that they can beat the Texans and the Saints. So I put them at number 5. But my boys do have to get it rolling. They still don't seem to be clicking. They did look like that top 5 team that I know them to be, especially in that first drive against the Cardinals. But we'll see more this Monday night against the Seahawks. At number 4, this may surprise you all because it sure surprised me, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Justin Fields is actually looking pretty good, and that defense is looking like the 70s Steelers. If they keep playing like that, Mike Tomlin is going to keep his streak of winning 9 or more games alive. Number 3, this one is another huge surprise. The NFC North foe of the Lions, the Minnesota Vikings. Listen, I have to give credit where credit is due. I don't know how the Vikings are doing it. I have seen some of their games, but Sam Darnold is playing out of his mind, and I have to give the Vikings credit right now. They are looking like a top 3 team, which brings us to the last 2. Number 2, the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen is out there doing everything as he always does. And then number 1, I mean, are you surprised? I have the Kansas City Chiefs. Listen, they're the Super Bowl champions. and I'm going to keep putting them there until somebody can prove them wrong, until they lose a game and they start to look bad. I have to get the number one spot. All right, people. That's the very first time that we've ever done a power rank. And I actually just pretty much did it by just looking at the logos and going up the top of my head. Remember what I saw about the teams that were out there. Tell me what you like. Do you see something you like that you don't like? Remember, this is just all for fun. So it just is what it is. If you haven't already, on our YouTube page, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You see our TikTok on the screen. Go ahead and give us a follow over there. And you see our Twitter/X page scrolling at the bottom. Go over there and give us a follow there as well. All right, everybody. Until next time, peace.